Welcome to GearCheckGames. This is part 4 of our commentary for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. Last time we at least delayed the launch of the Death Egg, and we now find ourselves in Mushroom Hill Zone, the first zone of Sonic and Knuckles.
Now this looks like a final level.
Yeah. It looks kind of like the final level
Just
of...
trying to bust down Knuckles' door.
I know.
Oh.
I wasn't thinking.
This is the level select screen.
Yes, for the special stages.
Okay.
See, if you're playing Sonic and Knuckles standalone, the rings work pretty much as they do in Sonic 3. But in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, once you combine the two games, you can choose which one to start with. And I always like to start with the hardest ones and work my way down, because the special stages in Sonic and Knuckles are much more difficult than the ones in Sonic 3.
Do you want to talk about what Sonic and Knuckles' lock-on technology?
Oh yes, of course. The much utilized feature of the Genesis. So we keep saying Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but what the hell? Who names a game Sonic 3 and Knuckles? Well, Sonic Team, because when they were making Sonic 2, they ended up having to cut a lot of content due to time constraints. So there's all these scrapped zones that never made it into the game, all these concepts that they didn't get to include. So for Sonic 3, they didn't want to repeat that. So instead of leaving a bunch of content on the cutting room floor, they split the game into two, what was supposed to be Sonic 3, into two games, one of which was released as Sonic 3 in early 1994, and later we got a cartridge called Sonic and Knuckles, which was essentially the second half of what was supposed to be Sonic 3, but I screwed up here.
Try it again.
Did you just fuck up, or did you give up because you realized you weren't going to get your perfect?
No, I screwed up. I think I must have pushed left a little too late. But yeah, the Sonic & Knuckles cartridge has a little cartridge port on the top of it that you can attach Sonic 3 to, which will cause the Genesis to boot the combined version of both games, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which allows you to play as Tails in the Sonic & Knuckles zones, Knuckles in the Sonic 3 zones, and also has some functionality with other games. Like, if you plug in Sonic 2 to Sonic & Knuckles, it lets you play as Knuckles in that game, which, I mean, he wasn't in that game, so that was pretty cool back in the day, I imagine. And if you plug in Sonic 1 or any other game, it'll allow you to play randomly generated special stages pretty much ad nauseum, because there are literally millions.
Oh, man.
It was the first No Man's Sky.
Yep.
No Man's Balls.
Okay. Okay, I don't know if I got that far. Yeah. They're not mine, because I'm not good enough.
I was gonna say I like this zone because it's Ewok Zone 2.
Yeah. Yeah, the Forest Moon of Endor.
Yeah. It always comes back to Star Wars, guys. Remember that.
Yeah. I know this technically isn't the first zone of this game, but when I do play Sonic & Knuckles standalone, I kind of appreciate the uniqueness of Mushroom Hill, because it is kind of a green, foresty level. But at least it doesn't have any, checkerboard hillsides. Yeah, I'm not getting the perfect anymore.
Just give me the balls!
The gloves are off, I'm done.
I forget what the perfect does, I forgot already.
It gives you a crap ton of points, and usually a continue.
Okay.
Which aren't super useful in this game, because you can save, but, get ahead of myself.
Hey, that's one thing that saved me in the, because the only way I can play this game is the collection on a GameCube. So, that save system really helps me as an amateur in this game.
Well, I mean, the Genesis version has saving. It's just Sonic 1 and 2 that don't have it.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, Sonic & Knuckles standalone doesn't have saving for some reason.
Oh, that's weird.
They really were banking on the idea that people would, consider both games as one whole. Which, at the time of release, I can see being a problem because they both were sold at full price.
Ugh.
So you're basically talking $100 game.
How much?
But Sonic and Knuckles did work with other games technically, so that was, was better than nothing. To quote the great Keiji Inafune, it's better than nothing.
It's better than Knuckles.
I can't believe I just compared this game to Mighty Number 9.
Oof. You need to wash your hands after that.
Yeah, oof. Well, I guess, Ethan, you would have been... Did you have Sonic and Knuckles as a kid?
Yes.
Okay. Were you sore about having to pony up twice for the full game?
I got it on the... Actually, I didn't know it till way later, but the deal is we had, like I said, I think I said in an earlier episode, we had a mom and pop video game store, so I rented Sonic 3 and Knuckles all the time, so...
Okay, so you played Sonic 3 and Knuckles, just you didn't own half of it.
I didn't own it till later.
Okay.
This guy's just those lumberjack robots from Mega Man.
I think I got out of the garage sale for like $20 or something in like 94, 90... No, it wouldn't have been 94. It would have been like 97, 98.
Mm-hmm. Well, that would soften the blow a little bit, at least.
I know I got it on the cheap, that's all I remember.
What were Genesis prices like back in the day?
$50 a card, I think.
Yeesh.
Which, I mean... like, that I can kind of understand, but like NES... Maybe that's just like a generational thing, but like, if I paid... Super Mario Bros. Is a great game and all. I can't take that away from it, but I don't know how I'd feel about paying $50 for it.
Yeah.
Guess it was a different time.
Well, I mean, N64 games, weren't they like 80 a cart back in the day?
Were they really?
I remember paying like 70 or 80 for Majora's Mask when it came out.
Oh my god.
Well, I think I remember Majora's Mask, some people like upcharge it because no, it didn't come with the expansion pack. Never mind.
Well, what did it? It was Donkey Kong that did.
Donkey Kong 64 came with the expansion pack.
Actually, I don't think they did upcharge for that.
No.
Did they? Like, didn't that cause Nintendo cost them like a massive amount of money?
Yeah, I remember
because
with at least DK64, they included it free and didn't increase the price because they screwed up.
Yeah. I guess.
Well, not necessarily that they screwed up, but just that they had to find like a workaround.
Yeah, wasn't that just like completely Rare's fault?
I'm not sure.
Like, it wasn't that the N64 wasn't powerful enough, it was just that, like, they didn't optimize the game properly.
Yeah, well, I think it was that they had, like, a weird bug in the game, and they had no idea what it was or what was causing it, but all they knew was that putting the expansion pack in fixed it for some reason, so they were just like, alright, well, we're at the deadline, so, I guess we're just gonna have to include expansion packs with the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it also fixed the problems with Majora, too, so...
Well, Majora was designed with it in mind, though, like, to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Whereas DK64 was just kind of a band-aid.
Yeah, DK64, I don't think it enjoys any, like, extra functionality from the expansion pack, except for just, like, that glitch not happening.
Yeah.
Nice.
So if you just simply eliminate all the blues without actually touching them, it still counts?
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
As with the rest of this game, the goal is to just eliminate everything blue.
Especially Sonic.
It was an accident, right?
I still can't get over the image of Sonic with Kratos' paint on his face. Like yelling, "Ares!"
He just goes to the Tails.
Eggman!
He just goes to the Tails, boy.
Oh my god. Yeah, we need like a father-son bonding adventure with Sonic and Tails.
Miles, what is your real name? The name your mother gave you.
Yeah, that's what Sonic needs, more walking sections.
Sonic now uses a giant Norse axe.
Oh no.
He beheads
Well,
Mick.
be careful what you wish for, or we'll get like Sonic in the Norse mythology.
You know what? We already got Sonic in the Black Knight. What about Sonic and the Vikings?
I'm good.
Except this time, better gameplay.
I got a better idea. Don't.
Yeah.
Here at GearCheckGames, we demand what everyone wants. a third entry in the Sonic Storybook series.
Hey, man.
Yes, of course.
There were plans for 3.
Man. You know what? Sonic and the Secret Rings is a crappy game and all, but, like, I think it could have been fun if it had, like, the adventure style of gameplay, like, in those levels. Because they looked pretty cool. It's just that playing them was a nightmare.
I think this is the last one I ended up doing.
Oh yeah, the special stage?
Yeah.
Oh, have you never gotten the Super Emeralds?
I did it once. That's on my original cart, which I think I have maxed out on now.
Sweet.
Yeah, these.
I got like 99 lives, and I think I had like 70-something continues.
Yeah. God, I had to practice so much before I could do this consistently.
I was about to say, these are getting more technical as you go on.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, they're requiring a lot more, like, spatial awareness to find everything.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, I would definitely get lost in these levels.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. The bad thing is, the way I'm playing this, I probably could have gotten a perfect, but at this point I just didn't trust myself to.
Yeah.
Just didn't bother.
It's like, just get the emeralds, that's the goal this time.
Don't worry about it.
Got him!
Also, the Super Emeralds are diamond cut, as opposed to the emerald cut of the regular Chaos Emeralds.
And that kind of reminds me of the different gym designs in the Crash Bandicoot games, like the fat ones.
Look, it's the same.
Yeah. Like, the fat ones are the ones you get for getting all the boxes, but, like, the cool, sleek-looking ones are the ones you do for the special stages.
Yeah,
like
well,
stages.
Crash Bandicoot didn't have blast processing.
Mm.
It had crash processing.
Ethan, would you like to explain to us what blast processing is?
Well, pretty much, there was a marketing campaign for Sega that was pretty much how their games had blast processing, and what it pretty much only meant was, tactically over the Super Nintendo was, I think it could add more RAM, I think? Which means it could just load things quicker, that was it. So blast processing was pretty much just a marketing ploy to get people to buy it, and I'd say it worked.
Yeah, that's the thing, like, you know, we make fun nowadays, but, you know, it worked. Like, they were competitive during the 16-bit era.
Yeah. Some would argue they were competitive up till the Dreamcast.
Well, okay, I mean, they were making good games up until the Dreamcast, but, like, they weren't exactly... Their consoles weren't flying off the shelves.
Yeah.
Although I hear the Saturn did fairly well in Japan.
Is that Monty?
Yeah,
Lowe?
it came with
It's
Virtual
bottles.
Fighter.
What's he doing here?
Hell, he had to find some work after they didn't make any more Banjo-Kazooie games.
That little animation of him hanging on was adorable.
I was gonna say, yeah. Even though the thing was moving real slowly.
Yeah.
So the Saturn, it did good in Japan at the start because Virtual Fighter was like the huge thing in Japan, and they packed it with it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I thought it was just because they had Segata Sanshiro shilling for the thing.
Well, that too. I mean, he'll beat you up if you're not playing Saturn.
Yeah, it did strike fear into the hearts of children everywhere.
Sega Satan Shiro.
Shiro.
I love
Sega Satan Shiro.
There's an extra life back there, by the way.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, it's above
I can get it, Joe.
It's like hidden.
Yeah. Another nice little addition in a.i.r. They smoothed up the monkey bar animation, whereas in the original version, you kind of, like, with each frame, the screen would kind of, like, jitter forward, but here it's, like, almost a smooth scroll, which, you know...
Yeah, dude, this
definitely an improvement.
This mod is real smooth. I mean, I'm appreciating it.
Yeah, they did a great job.
By the way, this is my favorite level.
Song.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think this might be my favorite song from S3 and K.
Oh yeah, Flying Battery is great. The loop's a little short for me, but just the melody of it is really strong. Also, this is pretty if you view Sonic & Knuckles as a standalone game, this is pretty climactic for a Zone 2.
Yeah.
They got their pacing all over the place in this game.
Aw, they're mice bots. Those are cute.
See, in the previous part, I meant to talk about how I like the pacing of this game. Because they've got a nice, no pun intended, chill zone in Ice Cap right before they ramp up the tension with Launch Base to have kind of a little mini climax before they go into, Mushroom Hill, which is a little more, it could be like a first level or a mid-level or a mid-game level,
Just
depending
Fungi
on...
Forest from DK64.
No, because it's fun.
Oh, sniped.
This is just the part where we make fun of DK64. And rightly so.
Yeah, those developers need to go to Guantanamo Bay.
God damn it.
That's where we'll feed him the wrong color bananas forever.
Mm-hmm.
We already did the joke, Trey. We can't cash in on it again so soon.
I thought repetition was the best form of comedy.
Yeah.
Or the secret to good comedy.
Hey.
See, okay, obviously I have no idea what I'm talking about. Ignore me.
Hey, maybe
Repetition is the best kind of flattery.
I thought the secret to good comedy was timing.
Anticipation?
secret to good comedy is giving Trey anxiety.
It's okay though, we found a special stage. Another one, how many are in this part? Not counting the one I goofed. Now this one is just, I've never gotten perfect on this one. This one is just, like, clearing it is pretty straightforward. You kind of just need to know when to jump and when to turn. But trying to get those rings in the middle is just... You want to talk about anxiety. Like, jumping out of that little enclosed area, like, back into the blue spheres is just... I don't think I've ever done it successfully, now that I recall.
So this one sounds like you said, it looks like the orbs are really easy to get.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's just kind of a linear path where you're, like, surrounded by instant failure. Just like most 3D Sonic games.
Don't step off the path!
Yeah. Don't break the script. Don't go off script.
Oh god! Oh yeah, there's the moonwalk again.
Uh-huh. Bringing it back. Now, I don't think Sonic and Knuckles had any of the Michael Jackson and Friends involvement, so... I don't know what's keeping them from re-releasing that game.
Ooh, that one's black. That's cool.
I mean, it'd be kind of weird just to release Knuckles and not 3.
It would, but it'd be better than nothing.
They just
stop
released
saying
Ann
that.
Knuckles.
Surely one of these has animals.
Anywho, to get into a little more detail with the Michael Jackson thing, I think the issue... Like, Sega has never stated what the issue is. In fact, I don't think we have any, like, concrete information. But based on what I've gathered, I think the deal might be that, like, they didn't... You know, Sonic 3 had, like, 10 different composers, and they didn't pay them royalties for, like, re-releases of the game.
Ooh.
And they're in the middle of, like, a lawsuit right now.
Like, still?
Yeah, I think so. I mean...
Oh my god.
I mean, I have no idea. This is just based on, like, hearsay from the internet, so take it with a grain of salt, but...
Well, I mean, the internet doesn't lie ever.
Yeah. Yeah, you really think somebody would go on the internet and tell lies?
Sonic may be fast, but he can't outrun the law.
I don't know, have you played Sonic Adventure 2? Oh wait, yeah, the answer is no. Never mind.
Yeah.
One day we'll get to those games.
Oh yes. I'm gonna let Dan tackle those games. I think those are the only Sonic games he likes.
Hey, I like Sonic Mania, even though I haven't ever played it.
Well, that's good.
And these games are fine.
Okay.
Just maybe not like my cup of tea as far as playing them.
Yeah. Yeah, these games do kind of cater to a specific taste. I can see them being kind of a hard sell if you're not into the idea of playing a game over and over again to, like, get good at it.
Well, I am.
Just to have fun.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, this boss is a troll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Eggman's getting wise to our antics.
I like that.
Usually he doesn't play this boss music for this. It's supposed to be an air thing.
Yeah. I thought about doing the Sonic 3 or the Sonic and Knuckles boss music or mini boss music for the Sonic and Knuckles zones, but then I decided not to because there's actually a nice little caveat that the developer of this mod made to include that music at a specific moment.
Behind the pod.
Yeah. It is implied that Tails got through Act 1.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to get back on Sonic Mania for a little bit, T. Lopes.
Yeah.
He did wonders for this song. I mean, it was already great, but, like...
took your shield? Asshole mouse.
Uh-huh. He's the flying battery toll booth.
Okay, this
That'll
level
be one
is
lightning
cool.
shield, please.
I'm digging this zone.
Uh-huh.
Oh god,
I'm
spikes
digging
everywhere.
these slow elevators.
This is where
I
you
don't think
learn
that's how
about the
corkscrews
Citadel.
work, but okay.
This is where your teammates tell you about missions in the Citadel in Mass Effect.
Yeah. In the flying
I
battery
never
zone.
go up this way because of this part right here.
Oh!
And that's why. That's exactly
It's okay,
why.
Because Tails is immortal.
This is like that's like what who is it that we watched that recently did the Sonic Advance reviews?
Geek Critique.
Yeah, he was talking about how there's some stages where you just don't know if there's an endless pit beneath you because it's never telegraphed and you didn't even know it was supposed to be there.
Well, yeah, but like in fairness, that part, like, they slowed you down. Like, I saw the pit, I just, didn't react with the right timing.
Is there a YouTube channel that reviews like mythology and gods and stuff called Greek Critique?
I don't know, but if you want that username, it's too late.
Greek.
Well, that was weird. You did the edge of the cliff animation. That was
Oh god,
weird.
we should do a review show where we just watch the like old crappy cartoons and call it Deek Critique.
I love how you didn't even specify Deke cartoons.
Yeah.
Nah, if it's crap, it was probably made by Deke.
Well, dude, we already started that the other night when we started watching that old Bible show.
Oh, no,
yeah.
that was Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah. I mean, close enough.
What are you doing?
Before the proto-Deke.
Oh, those respawn. That's cool.
Honestly, I would
shall
say
inherit
Deke
the earth.
cartoons... Honestly, I would say the Deke cartoons I've seen have better animation than Hanna-Barbera. And I mean, they came after, but still.
God, these little sniper enemies, kind of like those crabs in Sonic 3. Those are probably my least favorite enemies.
Oh, yeah. Which crabs in Sonic 3? What zone are they in?
Oh god.
Hydro City. I know what you're talking
yeah.
about. Like the hermit crab guys
Yeah.
with the spiked drill.
It's like they can hit you by shooting that. They only shoot it backwards when they run away.
Uh-huh.
They're such a trolly enemy.
Yeah.
There's a special stage, I think, under that. Under that with spikes. You could, like, push them.
I knew it was somewhere. Actually, I think there are a couple of special stages in this zone that are hidden under spikes.
I don't know why, but this whole zone is giving me Mega Man vibes.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see
like
it.
Mega Man X. I can see
Yeah. Like, it's got real solid design, like, lots of funny looking enemies.
it.
Just
Robots.
can't imagine
Yeah.
why this level makes me think of Mega Man.
Wait, why is there never
Probably nothing.
been a crossover of Sonic and Mega Man?
Might I introduce you to the Archie comic?
Whoa, I didn't know that was
no.
there.
See, that's funny, because that's one that I always remember to go to.
Yeah, these Super
I guess
Emerald
it just-
special stages, it's going down to the point where I'm just like, oh, this one was a pain in the ass, and this one was a pain in the ass. And no, I think
And this one.
I'm starting to think all these were a pain in the ass.
All these wonderful memories just come flooding back. Love it.
One game teaches you pleasure, the other teaches you pain.
I'll tell you one thing. This special stage is an eyesore. Like, who picked out these colors?
These are Barney the Dinosaur colors.
like maybe in the 90s. This
It's
was
like that.
acceptable,
It's like
but-
that vaporwave aesthetic.
Oh god, yes.
These are like shiny Pokemon colors.
Oh,
Oh
easy.
no!
Oh,
they're
you're
not
right.
that bad, Dan.
It's all coming up Espeon.
Poor Espeon.
Poor Espeon.
Dude, friggin'
Or
Marowak is
SBO. Hasn't
garish.
been in a game since Sonic Heroes.
No, he was in Forces.
Forces, oh yeah.
Yeah, everybody was in Forces for no reason.
Guys, the
Everyone is here.
most
Even
perfect
Banjo is in Forces.
the most
But he still speaks with like banjo speak.
there is one representative of that crew in the new Sonic Racing game, and that's everybody's favorite alligator.
Big the cat.
Yeah.
Vector.
It's probably the only boss I can think of that it's probably easier with Tails.
Oh yeah.
You could just like fly up and no, maybe not. I guess you gotta wait it out.
Yeah, you actually can't defeat this boss. This is just a waiting game.
Oh, so it's kind of like the missiles.
And obviously, Robotnik did not think the implications through of firing a giant laser beam at the floor of his own airship.
He is not a smart man.
This is another gear check in this game. Because I know a lot of people that get tied up here and lose all their lives.
Oh yeah, get well that slope back there. If you don't take that slope soon enough, the floor will catch up to you.
Oh god!
And you won't be able to. Oh wait, no, never mind.
Oh, that
doesn't kill you. That just makes you have to wait for the floor.
This is like the beginning of Hydrosity 2. That wall.
Trey.
Oh, is it?
Still,
I don't know. I literally don't know. Like, cause.
Oh, I got you. It's Hydro City.
Yeah, you guys tell me the right one, and I'll probably still mess it up.
It's Hydrosity.
How do you know?
Dan, I hereby excommunicate you from all things GearCheckGames.
Can I have it?
Are we both in the doghouse now?
Ethan, you can have his baseball cards.
Also, I love how this boss has boobs.
I like that his robot is in the shape of a chode, and he shoots out a penis shaped like a flame.
Yeah, a lot of this boss and the Carnival Night mini boss both look like they were designed by the folks at Rare, who have a something of a propensity for sneaking very tasteful jokes into their level design and enemy design.
Did we already make a save the animals joke?
Ah! Tails dies.
So. but you'll have your opportunity next time when we enter Sandopolis Zone. So
Sandopolis.
Oh, who am I kidding? Nobody's gonna watch the next part.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah. Clever joke to end part. See ya.